We bought a place where the floorboards spoke. Dust in the attic, light through the smoke. Burnt toast laughter in the kitchen heat. Sketching dreams we'd one day meet. You spun the world like silk in your hands. Said I was your truth, your place to land. Nights with no sleep, just stars on our walls. Blueprints drawn where silence falls. Every window framed a dream, but we were falling deeper in between. We built a house of everywhere, ocean's glass and orchard air, spirals lit with quiet grace. Every room a sacred place, but love like ours was made of shade, and light that flickers as it fades. We were lords inside the haze. But even lords can lose their way. You made a world to keep us close, a garden grown in our shadows. I held your hand, I held my breath, not fearing time, but what comes next. You said hold on, I said I'm here, but whispers started filling up our ears. We built a house of everywhere, ocean's glass and orchard air, spirals lit with quiet grace. Every room a sacred place, but love like ours was made of shade, and light that flickers as it fades. We were lords inside the haze. But even lords can lose their way. Now I wake in rooms alone, still hear your voice in timbre tones. The dreams remain, the stars still spin, but I can't get back to where we've been. We built a house of everywhere, love that floated in the air. It held us once, it led us straight. Now baby, I walk through it every day. Each creaking floorboard speaks your name, and none of it will feel the same. You took my hand in the endless white, said, let's build a world where dreams feel right. So we carved the sky and painted seas, built a home where time forgot to breathe. Candlelight on phantom nights, echoes gone like morning light. We made a world too soft to shatter, where nothing hurt and nothing mattered. Roses bloom beneath violet skies, the silence grew behind your eyes. You stopped searching for the called it love, I called it fate. That was the world we made. You raised cathedrals from your past. I laid down tracks that never passed. We danced on towers made of glass and let forever slowly lapse. You said, don't leave, this is enough. But I still dreamed with waking love. We made a world too soft to shatter, when nothing hurt and nothing mattered. Roses bloomed beneath violet skies, but silence grew behind your eyes. You stopped searching for the edge while I unraveled every thread. You called it love, I called it fate. That was the world we made. I spun the top and watched it sway, hoping you'd just drift away. Not from me, but from this sleep. I never meant to cut that deep. We made a world too wide to hold, where dreams stayed young and we grew old. But truth slipped in through cracks we missed, a whispered thought, a vanished kiss. I gave you doubt, you gave me blame, and nothing ever was the same. We thought forever would be brave, but that was the world we gave. And I still hear you in the grave, as if you never looked away. The light was strange and the air was thin. You looked at me, but not within. I reached for you, you turned away, as if the world had slipped its place. You held the silence like a thread. I watched it fray with words unsaid. Did we fall, or did we float? You moved like someone I don't know. Tried to feel the walls and the floor, while I kept quiet behind the door. You asked the question I still hate: would you go again if I stayed? A quiet night, but a soft disguise. You watched me close and looked aside. Your voice was calm, but not your eyes. You asked if I would cross that line. I gave you truth too late, too low. You gave me one last way to go. Did we fall, or did we float? You slipped away too slow to know. And nothing screamed, but something changed. The sky too clear, shadows stayed, but not your name. I touched the place, but not the flame. Did we fall, or did we fade? You vanished deeper than you stayed. I speak your name through dream or brain, still living inside what we made. Walk the halls of almost home. Lights went soft, the years outgrown. Laughter lived beneath the floors. Whispered names behind the doors. Mirrors blurred the shape of days. Shadows learn to lose their way. Tried to hold the sky in glass, but every light was built to pass. Every step still calls you near, but none of them will take me there. I built a house of almost dreams, rooms that cracked along the seams. 1,000 doors, 1,000 tries. One stayed quiet, stayed alive. I made a world to keep you close. The memories, a ghost that knows. I left the top to spin alone, and every dream turned into stone. Some nights the wrong face came back, soft words stitched with bitter cracks, told me I had lost the thread, told me love was better dead. Windows breathed but never broke, carried every song you spoke. 1,000 keys, 1,000 tries, none could turn the lock inside. Every step still calls you near, but none of them will take me there. I built a house of almost dreams, rooms that cracked along the seams. 1,000 doors, 1,000 tries. One stayed quiet, stayed alive. I made a world to keep you close, but memories, a ghost that knows. I left the top to spin alone, and every dream turned into stone. No falling out, no final scream, just the weight of what can leave. At the end, the silence stayed, the door I never dared to break. I built a house that wouldn't stay, and walk through it every single day. I walked the shore of what remained, stone and sky and fractured frame. A shape once known stood near the wall. Inside the light beneath it all, the walls remembered what I'd lost, but never held what I had sought. 1,000 nights behind one door, each step returned me less than before. Not truth, not grace, not even pain, just likeness carved from loss and strain. We moved through halls we used to claim, each corner worn by dream and name. The air held shadows long displaced, no echoes left, no need to chase. I woke before the seams gave way, and turned from where I could not stay. 1,000 nights behind one door, each step returned me less than before. Not truth, not grace, not even pain, just likeness carved from loss and strain. I shaped a world to hold the flame, but memory rebuilt the same. No curtain drawn, no tethered sound, just weight that wrapped around the ground. 1,000 nights behind one door, each step returned me less than before. Not truth, not grace, not even pain, just likeness carved from loss and strain.